Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 8th and 9th, Monday and Tuesday for my Libras. Hello, my Libras. Okay, I'm using my short reading, so I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. So let's see. Mercury retrograde started on the 7th, but it's really going to be the eclipse influences that's going to be very, very strong for my Libras. And it's going to be very good for my Libras too. And remember that eclipse influence will last a good 6 months. So use it for your benefit. Use it, when I say for your benefit, you can use it for your benefit as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. But, because when you do it and that happens, the outcome can still be that, I don't know who needs to hear this, so obviously I just have to say it. The outcome can still be what you've been wanting, but the ramifications can be things that you don't want, okay? So always be very clear on your intent to harm nobody else. Okay. And that's hard. It's not easy to do. And it's more the intent, I mean, you don't know what, you don't know what the byproduct will be, but if if you come out straight knowing that that there's going to be harm for somebody else, like, say that there's somebody has something and you're like, I want that, and, and then that person doesn't have it anymore, that's harmful to that other person. You can say, I want that, but not that person's, does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. I felt I had to say that. Okay, I have 2 cards that wanted to come out as I cut, so let's go ahead and pull that 3rd card and see what's going on for Monday, Tuesday for my Libras. You are so special to me, my Libras. Okay. First and second card are reversed. Let's see what they say. The 5 of water. So, okay, water, of course, is our Cancer, our Scorpio, our Pisces. It's our change, 5s are changes, emotional. So there could be some emotional changes. A lot of times when you see the 5s, they come up more. We tend to think of them as negative, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but change in itself can be hard. Okay, so, even though it's a positive change, so it could be, say someone was getting married and then all of a sudden, all the preparations, everything like that is done, the changes happen, and now you have to live with that other person, and that can be a challenge. So even though it's a positive challenge, it's still a challenge, and it all depends on how we react to it emotionally. So this is, I guess, what I'm trying to say to my Libras is, there's, changes are going to be coming. They're probably going to be very positive changes if you were looking at it at a very high level. But the fact is you're going to have to live through it, okay? And that in itself can be difficult, okay? So things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. And when I tell you these things, and, every so often I have to remind people, when I tell you these things, it's not to say, oh, this is the only way I have, okay, things are going to be horrible and I can't, they're just going to be horrible. Some of it, I tell it to you so you know how to react and use that energy. So if and when the energy isn't necessarily positive, you can then say, I am going to stay hyper positive because I need to counter that, because you have a lot of, I want to say power. You have a lot of power, my Libras. I don't think you know it because, you try to keep that balance and people see that, and many people don't realize how strong you are because you try, but there's a lot of strength in this. Wow. So I'm getting a lot of messages for my Libras today. So now let's go to the next card. Strength. These were face down, I promise you that. Strength. Okay, 11, 1, new beginning. So some emotional changes, changes that bring up an emotional response. Okay, so there, the cards They're saying, hey, make sure you stay strong through this, because in the long run, it's going to be positive for you. But it also is it's also, in the word honing, Honing comes. It's honing it's like, it's, I really feel like it's taking scattered energies and bringing them closer together. It's getting them more under control. Okay. So great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. That's always the forgiveness and compassion. Again, I never say you have to forget. Forget. No, you'd be stupid to forget. But don't let remembrances feed anger and hate, and, don't let what you remember feed that. Just, how do you forgive? It's not easy. It is not easy. I try to just give it out. And I will say, I'm not forgiving right now, so I need to give this to someone else. I need to give this to my higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, my divine. I need to give that and hope that you forgive. I am not going to bring retribution, okay? Wow. Okay, so next card, the Queen of Earth. Earth, of course, is our Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. It's very solid energy. This is very grounding energy, and I kind of see where, it's actually that even though you're having these emotional responses, you will actually be able to understand them. And for my Libras, do I always want you to be totally in control? When you're keeping your balance, that's keeping yourself in balance too. Sometimes it is good to let it go, because, people tend to think that they don't understand how much things hurt you, okay? So it's okay to voice that. When this says forgiveness, it doesn't mean that you just sit, that you swallow it down, and that you just, okay, yes, here, welcome is on my back. Let me lay down and let you wipe your feet on me. It doesn't mean that at all. It doesn't mean that you don't find your personal power, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to be, you have to shut up, okay? It doesn't mean that. In fact, it's the other, okay? It means that you can speak, because the thing is, with forgiveness, I'm also feeling it's like forgiving yourself. Many times I've been in situations, and then afterwards I said, why didn't I say this? And maybe there was fear inside of me. So I have to recognize that and then work on that, okay? I know we're going into a little bit more, but got to say it, okay? So Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to avoid the challenges. It doesn't mean that you have to, lay down and be that welcome mat. No wiping your feet on my Libras. No wiping feet on Libras. Libras, you can, when they're standing on the mat, you can get under it and go, poof, throw them off. Okay? Okay. So, my Libras, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.